Hi, I am author S.C. Vincent, writer of several science fiction, fantasy, and horror books. You can find me on Amazon.com. If you just type in S.C. Vincent, you'll see several great books, such as The Sakura Element, East the Fallen, and The Arcadian Destiny. And you can even find some of my short stories where I've been published. If you just type in my name, go to my books, check them out. Leave a review, share them with your friends. I would greatly appreciate it, and enjoy the video. Hi guys, it's me, author S.C. Vincent, author of the young adult science fiction novel, The Sakura Element. It is a dystopian romance novel with inspiration from Pride and Prejudice and the revolutionary girl Utena with a splash of science fiction. I'm just going to tell you guys a little bit about it today. Oka Latellay, the girl on the cover with the pink hair, is a genetically modified human. She has just begun her first day at Alia Academia, a place where her kind is discriminated against. This becomes evident when she meets Allen Debois, the man with the red hair on the left, the handsome son of the school's proprietor. He pushes her into the school's pool to show her a mod's place in the caste system of the gentry, a society that fashions itself after the early 1800s. Although Allen leads the charge of her bullying, he must come to terms with his burgeoning feelings towards her. He must also face the fallout of the revelation of his true identity and save his family's name when an old foe reemerges from his father's past to blackmail him. In her quest for revenge and honor against Allen and the other elite, Oka must battle a series of increasingly difficult fencing bouts as she struggles against the hypocrisy of high society. In her struggles on and off the court, she faces her own moral failings as she is tempted to take the easy way out and betray herself and her kind. But most vexing to her are her growing feelings towards Allen, the impetus for the conflict. Can Oka stop the bullying at Alia Academia? Can Allen come to terms with the origins of his birth and survive? Will the bridge the two build lead to their demise or eternal love? Oka Latellay and Allen Debois expose the dark underbelly of a society built on inequality and injustice. So that's kind of the brief pitch or gist of the story. It's definitely a story that talks about questions, if we can be more than what we are born to be, if that makes any sense. Like she's born, expect people think she's something she's not, and she has to work really hard to kind of prove herself and to others that she is just as good, with and not be discriminated against for how she's born. And he is someone who has to learn to look past these preconceived notions of other people, and they kind of meet in the middle, and find it's basically a love story and find love. So that's kind of what the story is. Let's see here. I put some pictures up to kind of help describe a little bit more about like the mood of it. So I have like this Pinterest. So it is very much like a science fiction story. There's a lot of genetically modified, advanced civilization elements to it. It's like Oka herself. She's altered from birth. That's why she has the pink hair. What she's altered for, what she's modified for, that's something that's spoiled in the book, right? So I can't tell you. You have to read that. But she's also half Japanese. So I was very much inspired by Sakura trees, or cherry blossom trees. That's kind of where I gave her that title, that pink hair. I thought it was unique. It helped her stand out. And if you kind of like look at the meaning of what like a cherry blossom happening. It's like a transition. It's like a fleeting thing. So it's kind of like marks the what a genetically modified human is. It's something brand new. It's the mark of spring, and that kind of, the story begins. It's explained that the story takes place after a world war against where the genetically modified humans, who were kind of like the master race, fought against the normal humans, and the normal humans were able to win, and they made the genetically modified humans kind of subservient, and they made most of advanced technology subservient. They still use it, but they look down on it in a way. And so the story is very much fashioned after, inspired by Jane Austen's Pride and Prejudice. There's a lot. The characters kind of speak in that kind of same cadence. They dress in the same way. It's a love story. It's they first don't like each other, but they eventually, maybe they do, maybe they don't. So I was very much inspired by the novel, and also the time period. I thought it was very interesting. So that's why I put the future, because it takes place in the future, but it's inspired by the past. And that's kind of where the tagline I came up with comes from. When tradition means damnation and the future is the past. When you read this story, you'll know what I mean by that. Because the characters themselves, find that although society values the tradition of the past, and they think of it as a virtue, that they find that these two characters find themselves kind of suffocated in it. And although they're in the future, you would think everything's supposed to be better. It's not. So it's also inspired by, I got a lot of the inspiration from an anime called the Revolutionary Girl Utena. I was really inspired by kind of like the pink hair as well, and the high school aspect of it, and the fencing aspect, or the sword battles. And I really went on a deep dive. I did a lot of research in this for this book when I was creating the fencing battles, because for Oka, that's a big portion of her story, is how she grows for and during the fencing bouts. So I had to do a lot of research, and I kind of realized when I was writing it that I couldn't do a realistic fencing battle, in the sense that I felt that it would kind of be boring. I wouldn't be able to do it justice. So I kind of had to make a new fencing sport that would be more exciting to read on the page. So I hope that comes through when you guys read it. I know if someone actually does fence and they read the story, they're probably going to be like, what the heck? But anyways, it's something unique, the fencing aspect. It's something I made sure was fun. So if you're looking for something original, that's something that's going to be very original. Also, so people who are in the gentry live in the outside. They kind of live within these small hamlets or little villages with that kind of look, what we would kind of think would just be normal homes, found during that kind of 1800 time period. But these homes are disguised to look that way. There's hidden advanced technology there. So it's kind of looked down upon to have this fragrant, loud technology thing if you're super rich and super famous or whatever. But if you're poor or genetically modified, like Oka, you would live in the city called Sill City. And that's where all business is conducted. That's where most crime happens. That's where um, like all the pollution is and all the industry. That's where all the rich people go in to do their business, and they go home and they leave by leaving the domed city of Sill City. And it kind of looks like this a little bit. I'm just using these images to kind of help, show you. So another domed city. The one in the book kind of exists on a coast, which is important to the plot, actually. However, there are more science fiction aspects to it where there is normal sword fighting with things called, you might be familiar with, a lightsaber or swords. So there's definitely, Allen definitely has his action scenes as well. So let me read this here. When tradition means damnation and the future is the past. I think, Alia Academia, School for the Elite. I think we've actually adequately, this is just a different kind of summary. So if you go to the book, if you go to, just type in the Sakura Element on Amazon.com, or you type in my name, SC Vincent, you'll find it here. It's available for ebook, or paperback or hardcover. If you guys would like to check it out, I would greatly appreciate it. It's my latest novel. Released it this year in March 2024. And it's definitely something new in terms of my genre, which I usually do fantasy and horror. But if you guys would check this one out, I might have a video after this showing you the physical release. But you can just go here on the Amazon page and you can straight up just read the first chapter. First chapter is called A Worm with a Sword. And you can kind of read here what it's like. It reads very much like Old English almost. That's also something that would be, I think, unique if you're looking for something new and original in this type of genre of young adult books, romance books. So that is the Sakura Element. Please stay tuned for 1 second. I'll show you the next video with how it looks in real life, the hardcover. Thank you very much. Hey guys, I just wanted to show you the paperback and the hardcover versions of the Sakura Element. So this is roughly what the paperback looks like. Your version will not have a bar here. This is what we call a proof copy for me. So this is kind of what it looks like, front and back. First, I would like to also apologize for the lighting and the messy desk, but so that's the paperback. It has nice, all the nice font, nice paper quality here. And this is my personal copy. This is the hardcover laminate from Amazon. They're doing pretty good on their hardcovers now. So this is what the back looks like. This is the spine. So this is how it'll look on your shelf. Very nice. So get that, open it up. Nice font. My cover artist did a great job. Melrose Dowdy on X, if you want to find them. They also helped with formatting, and I had other formatting team here. So this is the first chapter I showed you on the ebook, but this is how it looks on the hardcover and paperback. So very much designed, looks like a professional book you can read. story. Let's see how long the story is, how many pages. Let's see here. So as you can see, it's probably, I don't want to spoil, but 330, 340 something words, pages. So that's kind of what it looks like, everybody. In case you just wanted to know what the physical copies were. So thank you for watching the video. Please consider purchasing and reading the Sakura Element, and leave a review if you could. Please like, subscribe, and share the video. Thank you very much.